Okay, guys, this is Ethan Leeds, Holistic Health Coach, with my friend Justina, who I'll introduce in just a minute. But if you're watching this video, it's probably because you've heard that it's possible to make a great residual income from home sharing suppressed information about natural health. So, and probably you're already doing that. I know that for years and years, I and Justina also was sharing information, but not being paid for it. But now we get paid for it. So let me just I'm going to give a kind of an overview, and then I'm going to introduce Justina. But a little bit of an overview into how we make money, because most people aren't aware that you can make money sharing this kind of information. So you may be aware that in the natural health world, that companies are not allowed by law to make any claims about their products in terms of helping health issues. So, and especially with cancer, of all the things, that's the worst one that you can mention that a natural product helps with. So what's happened is that big pharma have successfully lobbied governments around the world and basically made laws that say that companies can't do this. So if you were to find, I don't know, a mixture of berries that cured half a dozen different chronic diseases in 24 hours, you would not be allowed to tell anybody that. And if you did tell people that, you'd end up in prison. Okay, so that's basically the situation for companies right now today with natural health products. Now, if it's a natural health product like vitamin C, it's not a problem. Everybody knows about vitamin C. But if you find a new natural product, if you are investing and researching and you come up with things that really make a difference in people's lives, you're not allowed to tell anybody. You're not allowed to make a website that tells them. You're not allowed point of sale stuff in a retail store that tells them. So there is only one way that companies with the best breakthrough products in natural health can get their products to market, and that is by word of mouth. Okay, that is it. Word of mouth is the only way. Somebody telling you on a one-on-one or one on a couple of people, that's it. And so what's happened is in the industry of natural health, most of the very best products are now reaching market through recommendation, and the companies will pay people to do those recommendations. Okay, they'll pay people to explain what their products do and what have you in these one-on-one conversations. So that briefly is part of the story of how we make money. Now, I make my full-time income and have done for many years through doing this. Okay, and just I don't want to really get into money too much, because what we're really looking for, and hope that you are, is someone with a passion to help people with natural health. But money is still an important side effect of all of that. So just to give you a little clue on the money, there's lots of doctors who are pretty hamstrung in what they do, and they start doing this kind of stuff that I'm talking about, and they end up leaving their doctor's job because they help more people and they make more money. Okay, so just to give you a little clue on that. But anyway, so one of the things that I do is I train people how to do that. We actually have more women than men that get involved in this for some reason, a lot of mums, but you don't have to be a woman, you don't have to be a mum. In this case, I'm about to introduce you to a beautiful, intelligent lady who happens to be a mum as well, and she's been involved now in this business for, I think, about 5 months. So I'm just going to introduce her and let her tell a little bit of her story, and then we'll wrap it all up at the end. So first of all, hi Justina.
Hi.
So hey Justina, what I'd like you to do before we talk about your involvement in the business, I'd just like people to get a bit of a flavor as to who you are. So tell them a little bit about what you were doing up to the point you got involved in this business, what you spent your day doing.
So I have 4 kids, and that's really my biggest job. I'm with them 24/7, and we also, as a family, we have a shop that we run. My husband is there most of the time. He really runs that. I do the books, but I'm not in there every day. I'm usually home with the kids, and that is pretty much my life.
Okay.
Aside from
do
now, obviously.
Do you do homeschooling as well? You mentioned something about homeschooling recently.
Apparently now, yes, I'm also homeschooling. According to coronavirus, I'm now a homeschool mom, which I always wanted to, but this, kind of forced that. But now I'm not able to homeschool and go places. Now we're like really homeschooling.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so basically then you are like a lot of moms. You're very busy with a house to run. You've got more kids than most other moms. I'm a dad of three, but four is certainly a handful, and yours are all quite young, right? You're
Yeah.
also helping your husband with his business, with the books and what have you. So you're a busy person, and now homeschooling as well. So this
Yeah.
this business of sharing suppressed information and creating an income is something you have to squeeze in around everything else. Would that be fair to say?
Absolutely.
Right, and luckily it can be done on home from your computer or your phone. I know you're a fan of the phone. I'm more a computer guy, but you
Yeah.
do a lot on the phone.
Right.
So how long have you been doing this for now?
5 months.
So you've been doing it 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
So part of this journey within this business is that you actually learn a lot of stuff about natural health yourself, which you can then apply.
Yeah.
Without going into too much detail, I know you've seen some great results from the stuff you've learned and products that you've used in your family. So maybe just a 30-second overview on that would be cool.
Yeah, so I've been recovering my son for years. I won't name it exactly. If you want to talk more about that, we can definitely talk.
Cognitive
But
issues. Cognitive issues. Is that fair to say?
yes,
Right.
yes.
But a
And I've been
lot of
working
kids
with
suffer
him.
from now. Yeah. Okay. I think people
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've been working with him on that for years now, and we've had a huge breakthrough in the last couple of months. I mean, he's blossomed completely, and it's just a huge cry from where we were a year ago. So my son now is 14 years old, so we're in those really important years where I was so worried about making sure he was good, and I had to be here with him. I had to make sure that I was around him. I had to make sure that he was taken care of, so I don't have to worry about him when he's 18.
Right, and maybe that's another video where we can go
Yeah.
into that in a little bit more detail. But
Yeah.
what we see is when people get involved in this business, they learn a lot of stuff about how they can empower their bodies, their kids' bodies, and get phenomenal health results. We have to be careful because I just mentioned about the law. We have to be careful about naming a specific disease
Yeah.
and any specific
I tried.
supplements or whatever. So we're not going to name diseases or supplements in this video. But needless to say, we see phenomenal results in a wide range of chronic conditions. In this case, we're talking about a cognitive issue, which I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. But there's many other things. So that's cool. So you've had personal health breakthroughs, and obviously you're now sharing some of that information with other people in the similar boat to yourself. And are you seeing good results there for those people as well?
Yeah. Honestly, that's the biggest thing that makes me smile about doing any of this is actually helping the other moms that they were trying different things and they weren't getting any results, or, they just thought that that was how it was going to be. And now all of a sudden, they're doing some of the things that you've recommended to me, that I'm recommending them, and they're seeing real life-changing things with their kids. So it's huge. There are videos that they send me, like, it just brings me to tears. It's really awesome.
Me too, to be honest. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's the kids that really do it. It's crazy what they're going through, and you can't help but want to help them,
Right. So now in terms of the business side then, so when you started, if I remember correctly, you had no experience whatsoever, right? In anything like this, what we're doing. However, you were sharing information. So you had very experienced in that because you're a bit of an activist like myself. So you were sharing information, but in terms of making an income, no experience. So you started 5 months ago, ish. Okay. Now, hopefully, if I'm not putting you on the spot here, can you give us some clue over that period? Obviously, you've only been doing it part time around other stuff, but can you give some sort of indication of what you have achieved financially?
So when I first started this, I really didn't need the extra income too much. Since then, obviously, we've been having the quarantine. We've had to shut down our family business. It's been shut down now for 2 months. And thank goodness for the extra income, because in the last 3 weeks, I've made about $2,200, which for our family, that covers our mortgage and it covers our utilities. So that's something I don't have to worry about, because obviously I still have the shop bills to worry about and everything else. So it's been huge for us. It's been perfect timing and just another blessing.
Wow. Okay. So that's over just a 3-week period. So that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
And it's been building every month. It's building and building. And like I said, the last 3 weeks, you know, I was quite surprised at, honestly, that it actually was at that level. I was really surprised. I'm like, okay, this is actually
yeah,
awesome. You
that
know?
really is great. And obviously, what you've done isn't necessarily reflect what someone else will do. Some people do a lot
Right.
more than that. Some people it takes longer.
Right.
But it just to give a little bit of a clue for people. So
Right.
yeah, the money side of it, and most of the people that we work with, money is a secondary thing. Although maybe right this minute with COVID lockdown and what have you, it's become a bit more
Yeah.
important for people. But our heart is to help people, and the more people we help, yes, we get paid by the company, not the people. By the way, we help people for free. We don't charge anything for the years and years and years of experience and knowledge that we can give and share. That's all free. They don't pay us anything. That's fantastic. So another aspect of this business, which I think is worth mentioning, and we're coming to the end of this short video now, but another aspect is that one of the things that I certainly love about it is that, you know, when you're into natural health, sometimes you can feel a little bit like on your own, because like often for a lot of us, our families aren't into it, or they're not into it much, or they're even anti it. Our neighbors, a lot of our friends. So we might have one friend or something who's into natural health and gets what we're doing. When you get involved in this kind of what we do, you end up meeting and making friends with a lot of other like-minded people that absolutely understand what's going on. And for me, that's one of the big wonderful things about what we do. Just wonder what your thoughts are. Have you met, and well, I think I'm pretty know you have, but what's your experience with that, Justina?
Tons. I've made so many connections just through being my authentic self and sharing information and meeting the people that vibe with me, that actually speak the same language that I do, that get me. So that's a huge part of it, because, you know, I'm pretty isolated where I'm at. I'm around a lot of people that don't get it. You know, they are totally okay with the labels. They're okay with the sickness. And I wasn't.
They're the
Okay.
guys that are looking forward to the COVID-19 vaccine, right?
Yeah.
Like, can't wait for the vaccine. Until then, I'm hiding away from COVID-19, but as soon as they can inject me with it, I'm there, you know, crazy stuff.
Yeah, those aren't my people.
Yeah.
Not even gonna
So
lie.
one of the things that a lot of people don't expect when they get involved in this is that a lot of the time they think, I don't know anybody that would be interested in this, because their friends and family are all not interested in natural health. And that's fine, because we teach how to find the right kind of people that you're going to be able to help us, that want to be helped. That's all part of it. So you don't have to talk to friends and family that, you know, aren't at all interested, because it's like banging your head on a wall and it's no fun for anybody, and you damage relationships as well. So that's all part of it. We teach how that. Now, we're not going to give too many details on this video. For one, we want to keep this video short, and two, there's various options and we don't really know what's the best option for somebody until we talk with them. So the idea of this video, and I'm going to close it just in just a second, but the idea of this video is really to give you that quick overview. And now one of two things is going to happen. You're going to have heard what we've said, what Justina said, what I've said, and you're going to think, oh my goodness, that's awesome. I'd love to know more about that. I love sharing and helping people. And if that's you, then we want to talk with you. If Justina has sent you this video, then please hook up with Justina and find out more about what she's doing. If it's me, whatever, if it's somebody else, whoever it is that's giving you this video, then please just talk to them. Now, if on the other hand, you've listened and you thought, oh, that sounds terrible, that's not me, that's cool, absolutely fine. You know, then that's not for you. Then just let Justina know, you know, hey, thanks for the video, not for me, and she's going to be absolutely fine with that. We don't want to try and persuade someone who's not you know, if it's not for them, for it to be for them. Okay, if it's not for you, that is absolutely cool. We stay friends, not a problem. So get back to Justina if it's for you, or if it's not, just let her know, because if it isn't for you, she doesn't want to chase you up to find out, you know, it's better just if you just say, hey, Justina,
not gonna chase.
And then she doesn't have to ask you, and there's no awkward conversation, right? So, because we're all about making this easy for everybody. The purpose of this video is so you don't have to have a conversation unless you're interested. That's why we're doing this. Okay, so listen, whichever camp you fall into, we wish you the best. We wish you good health, and thank you for taking the time to listen to Justina, to listen to me, and it'd be nice, we hope, to have a chat with you, but if not, that's cool too. So bye-bye everybody, and I'm going to see if I can close this, and I figured it